Already at the Rose Hall estate, some 270 persons have been hired to do preliminary work, while over at Skeldon, 226 persons were hired and 194 at Enmore. But while this number is encouraging, it is a small percentage of the more than 30,000 workers who will need to be hired before the estates are returned to full operations. In his first press engagement since taking over the lead role at Guysuco 9 weeks ago, Acting Chief Executive Officer Sesnarayan Singh said the corporation has been stalled in its rehiring process across the three estates, Rosal, Enmore, and Skeldon, because of a lack of equipment. Guysuco has already spent 126 million from a 3 billion subvention it received from the government to procure the necessary materials and equipment needed across the three estates to commence the process of reopening. Singh explained that these purchases were done through an accelerated procurement process to ensure that the estates have the required tools in the shortest possible time. In addition to the 126 million, Guysuco is looking to spend an additional 1.2 billion to purchase some 44 tractors. Singh said the corporation had initially approached the private sector with an interest to rent, but with a less than satisfactory response, it had to go the route of procuring its sugar-specific tractors. He said the same brand of tractors was previously used by Guysuco under the brand name Cameco, which have now morphed into the Game Equipment brand. These tractors were last used by Guysuco back in the mid-1990s, according to the corporation's management. Singh explained that the tractors were necessary to commence the tilling process of sugarcane.
Tilling is everything in the sugar industry. If we cannot till, we cannot produce sugar. And I'll give you a live example of what is happening at Albion. Albion's supposed to be having 16 functional tilling tractors. They currently have 8 half-functional tractors. And the tilling operation right now across the industry in 2020 is at a 40% of budget. So we basically, when we're supposed to be doing 20% of the industry every year, we have done about 7 to 8% of the industry.
The three estates, which are now being reopened by the People's Progressive Party government, are Rose Hall, Skeldon, and Enmore. The Wales estate is not being reopened. The government is pursuing investments in various areas to utilize the assets and lands of that estate. Kurt Campbell, Newsroom.